Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. So, if you're new here, let me introduce myself again. I'm Tanisha Sahu. I spent 4 months in Japan under the Asia Kakehashi Project Plus. So, recently I received my result for the Japanese language proficiency test. I took the JLPT N5 level in Japan as a mandatory part of this program, Asia Kakehashi Project, and I'm happy to share that I have passed the JLPT N5 with a total score of 131 out of 180, and I also scored 54 out of 60 in listening. For your information, I'm also an multilingual. I speak 5 languages: English, Hindi, Telugu, Odia, and Japanese. Japanese is my fifth language. Since I have learned multiple languages, today I want to share how you can learn Japanese from the absolute basics. So, if you are a beginner at Japanese language, this video is absolutely for you. So I started learning Japanese from April 2025 while my application process for the Asia Kakehashi project was going on. After my selection also, we had to regularly update AFS about our Japanese learning. That kept me motivated and dedicated to learn Japanese. Now let's discuss about the steps to learn Japanese. Step number 1 is first you need to know about the writing systems. So there are mainly three scripts in Japanese language. First is the hiragana, second is the katakana, and then we have the kanji. Hiragana is basically used for Japanese native words. For example, konnichiwa, like this is the script for konnichiwa, like in hiragana, and katakana is used for foreign words. Like we say computer, but in Japanese it is computer, and this is the script for that. Also, hiragana and katakana are phonetic based, which means that they are based on sounds. And then we have kanji. Kanjis are the Chinese characters which were used in Japan before the origin of hiragana and katakana. And kanji is based on symbols and pictures. You will mostly find kanji all over Japan. So you need to learn the three scripts. Further, how I learned these three scripts is I started off by learning the hiragana characters. I used to write one character in one page multiple times, and also I used to follow the stroke order because stroke order is very important in writing the Japanese scripts. I also used to watch YouTube videos and write side by side. I would suggest you watch Learn Japanese with Japanese Pod 101 channel I have mentioned over here. If you like study 1 hour daily, you can finish hiragana and katakana within 2 to 3 weeks. Once you are completely done with learning hiragana and katakana, you need to move on to kanji, some basic kanjis. For learning and remembering the kanji, I would suggest a YouTube channel which is Tokini Andy. I'll mention it out here again. And he explains every basic kanji with some stories related to it, which makes the learning process more interactive and you just remember everything by the mnemonics. Further, I would suggest to move on to a structured textbook. Personally, I used the Genki book, Genki Part 1 and Part 2 for learning the Japanese grammar parts. I used to study a chapter from the Genki book and then watch a video related to that chapter and understand the whole concept. You can refer to Lily's language classes channel. Tokini Andy is another good source. He explains the whole chapter in one video. Yuko Sensei is also a great channel for learning the Genki chapters. If you don't want to learn from the Genki book, you can also refer to Minano Nihongo, which is also a great book for learning Japanese. Listening plays an extremely important role in learning a language. Just like a baby learns a new language by listening, we also need to follow the same. Even when I was in India, I used to listen to the Japanese podcast, Japanese daily vlogs, and simple Japanese conversation videos on YouTube. YouTube is actually a great source for learning a new language. Pronunciation actually matters a lot in Japanese because there are many similar words which have like different intonation, different speed and tone of speaking. So shadowing the word is actually very important. Listening to a sentence or a word, try to imitate that sentence or the word like a native Japanese speaker. This technique is known as shadowing. It will help you speak, like improve your pronunciations and speak like a native Japanese. Also, Japanese pronunciation is actually easier than English, so you can easily learn the Japanese pronunciation. It is a bit similar to the Hindi pronunciations. I went to Japan. I used to speak with my host sister, host family, and my host school teachers and my friends with Japanese, even when my Japanese wasn't that good. When I made mistakes, they corrected me. So don't be afraid to speak. Next step is making notes. Just by watching the video, you cannot learn the language. Like, you need to practice by yourself. You need to make notes. You need to practice speaking. You need to practice listening, everything. So basically, what I did was I made a thick copy and I divided into three sections. The first section contained hiragana, katakana, and the kanji, and the middle section contained the vocabulary, and the last part was for the grammar. So while I was studying from the Genki book, when I found some new vocabulary, I used to keep that in the middle section in the vocabulary. I used to write every new word I found, and if there are some new grammar points, I used to mention that in the third part for the grammar. And same, like if I found some new kanjis, I used to write in the first section. Not just watch the video. You must hold a pen, write, and practice daily. People ask me about learning Japanese language from Duolingo. Personally, I feel that Duolingo can help, but the progress will be very slow if you completely rely on that app. I recommend combining structured study with textbook and YouTube lessons. If you prefer apps, I would suggest Mina Studio on Play Store, which has multiple apps such as the Kotoba for learning Japanese vocabulary from JLPT N5 to N1 level. They also have kanji app for learning kanjis for JLPT N5 to N1. Apps are really good for revision, but completely relying on them won't make your Japanese language process faster. If you study for 1 hour every day, you can reach up to JLPT N5 within 3 to 4 months of consistent studying. Even if you cannot give 1 hour every day, just give 15 to 20 minutes every day in learning Japanese language, because consistency is important in learning a new language. So I want to clarify that this video is not sponsored at all. All the resources that I have shared are from my personal experiences. I agree with the fact that Japanese may look difficult at first, but if you stay consistent and don't give up, you will definitely improve. If I could do it, then you can absolutely do it. If you want my personal notes that I made while learning Japanese language, or if you want to learn Japanese with me, I can start Japanese language course on this channel. So comment below if you want Japanese language learning with me. Thank you for watching. I truly wish all the best to everyone in your Japanese language journey. See you in the next video. 日本語の勉強頑張ってください。